Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the new Paris Speedway, the hottest quarter-mile racetrack in the Midwest, for tonight's 4th of July 300-lap Enduro and fireworks celebration of our independence here at the new Paris Speedway. Our track promoter and manager is the start-finish line man himself, Donnie Klotz, and greeting you today as you came in through the pit gate is pit gate keepers John and Lori Oliver. And, of course, waving you into the new Paris Speedway at the front gate is the tantalizing Tammy Solomon. Handling all of our racing rules and regulations in the pit area is our veteran pit steward, Jake Galloway, with assistant tech inspectors Dave Engel and Chad Yoder. Of course, our New Paris Speedway payoff clerk is the one and only Nancy Galloway. The track is once again happy to have the Bristol Fire Department and paramedic unit on hand to handle any and all emergencies, and our New Paris Speedway track safety truck is manhandled again tonight by Brent Hoffer and Company. Our wrecker services is provided by Rand's Towing in Plymouth and Klotz Towing in Elkhart, along with Hirschberger's Push Truck Services of Goshen. Our track starters for this evening's 300-lap Enduro include Mighty Mike Powers with Gene Huffman down in Turn 4. And joining me up here in the track tower again tonight, race fans, is timekeeper for this evening, Bradley Rice, scorekeepers Kim Engel and Ron Schultz, and our track tower assistant and Coca-Cola scoreboard operator, again, will be Bradley Rice. And last but not least, race fans, I am your voice here at the New Paris Speedway. My name is Jerry Cannon. Now, race fans, if you'll all please stand as we kick off tonight's 4th of July celebration of our independence here at the New Paris Speedway with our invocation with Ron Schultz.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we first of all thank you that, Lord, we can gather to enjoy our sport of auto racing. We thank you, Lord, that we have participants and fans that are willing to take the time to participate. We ask that, Lord, there's always good sportsmanship upon the track, and that, Lord, you would grant safety to our drivers, our mechanics, and those associated with our program. Father, we thank you that we live in the greatest country in the world, the United States. We ask that, Lord, you would watch over our troops in foreign fields wherever they may be tonight, giving them safety and protection as they dedicate themselves to protecting us. We again thank you for all that you do for us, and in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
Now, race fans, due to the fact that this is the 4th of July and we're celebrating our independence here at the New Paris Speedway, we would like to have everybody sing along with 9-year-old Jenna Coleman as she sings God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
9-year-old Jenna Coleman doing a great job of God Bless America. Now, if everybody will please remain standing, gentlemen, take off your hats as we kick off tonight's racing program with our national anthem with Ashley Wood.
Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam? stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reckless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled and yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good job, Ashley Wood, singing tonight's national anthem. And now, race fans, here is your driver introduction for tonight's 300-lap Enduro. Drivers, please remain standing as we get you to your cars. On the inside of the front row, driving car number 17, that is Tori Lutz. In the middle of row 1, driving car number 13, that's Charlie Gray. On the outside of row number 1, driving car number 88, Mark Bartley. Second row inside, car number 68 is Dustin Blair. In the middle of row 2, car number 66, Chris Harmon, of course, taking the tail in tonight's racing program. On the outside, the 118 of James Double also report to the tail. Third row inside, car number 7J, that's Keith Baker. In car number 911, that's Darrell Beyer. On the outside of row number 3, the 94 of Chad Barrier. Row 4 inside, car number 75, Travis Binkley. In the middle, the 82 of Mike Klein. And on the outside of row 4, car number 23, Brian Adams. Fifth row inside, car number 3 is Doug Ordway. Driving car number 7 on the middle of row 5 is Randy Baker. To his right in row 5, car number 369, Chuck Harper. Row number 6 on the inside, driving that 57, that's Pete Dimmerly. In the middle, the 139 of Frank Bryan. And on the outside, number 55, Carl Muffley. Seventh row inside, driving car number 57D, that's Sabrina Dimmerly. In the middle of row 7, car number 17, Matt Elliott. On the outside of row 7, car number 9 is Matt Davis. Row 8, number 3S, Stephanie Scott. The 11 of Rick Watterson. And the number 8 of Jason Kripe. In row 9, driving car number 16, that's Terry Burgess. And on the outside, the 22 of Danny Pischke. In row 10, car number 14, that's Mark Lee. In the middle, the 19 of Al Cyrus. And to his right, the number 4 of Chad Kaler. In row 11, car number 67, Ron McCreary. In the middle of row 11 is the 75 of Stephen Woods. On the outside, the 52 of Kevin Clash. In row 12, car number 40, Al Sanders. The 318 of John Straw. And the 367 of Jessica Straw. In row 13, car number 16 is Nikki Blair. The 21 of John Ebert. And the 98 of Brian Jones. 14th row, car number 80, we've got Joseph Miller. The 00 of Dan Hoppy. And the 48 of Eddie Sprinkle. 15th row, car number 48, Bill Ford. 67, Dean Britton. And the 007 of Davey Poynton. 16th row, car number 34, Thomas Tice. The 01 of Matt Udiblis. 89, Jordan Henline. Then in the 17th row, we got the 69 of Daniel Hancock. The 869 of Richard Staley. And the 76 of James Wolfe. Row 18, number 1, Chris Hunter. 42, Dan Coyer. and the 11 of Ed Smith. Row 19, car number 38, Robert DeCola, number 30, Brandon Chupp, and the 541 of Chris Egoff. Row 20, number 28, Zachary Swartz, the 20 of Scott McLaughlin, and the 008 of Donald Rush. 21st row, number 89, Caleb Woods, the 27 of Jacob Carter, and the 311 of Bobby Lauder. Row 22 is the 211 of Raymond Haynes, the 308 of Brandon White, and the 37 of Josh Dunnick. In row 23, the 148 of Bill Lovely, the 12 of Kevin Bartley, and the 15 of Colin Young. Row 24, car number 696, Zeb Ballard, the 44 of Doug Fox, and the 25 of Jason Stafford. Row 25, car number 310, Rich Farver, the 29 of Chad Ritter, and the 009 of Kevin Tolliver. 26th row, the 442 of Mark Smith, the 92 of Thomas Tarr, and the 25 of Sheldon Lindlag. Row 27, the 829 of Briley Lancer, 69 Mike Rainey, and the 7 of Roscoe White. And at the back of the pack, our last Enduro winner, he won here back in May, driving car number 54, Dave Long. '82 cars getting ready to start tonight's 300 lap Enduro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Okay, remember, scorekeepers, next time by they'll get the green, but you don't mark your numbers down until they come back around a second time. Like I said, they'll get the green flag this next time by. But don't mark your scores down until they come around the next time as we go racing on a Monday night on the 4th of July at the new Paris Speedway. Holy cow, we got action all over the place. Hang on to your hats. Jason Kripe in the number 8. Sabrina Dimmerly there in the 57, setting in the wrong direction, and a red flag's coming out. Hang on. Hit the skids. Red flag, look out. Red flag coming out now. Sabrina Dimmerly gets headed in the right direction, and we got more melee down here in the main straightaway. The 34 there, he kind of hit the brakes, but somebody didn't stop behind him, and around he went. 34 there, Kevin Baker. Number 8 there going to the pit area under red. That is Jason Kripe. And the reason why he has to go to the pits is because he's dragging a bumper, and because of our safety to our race fans, Jason Kripe has to get to the pit area somehow over there and get that bumper off before he can come back out. We'd hate to see a bumper go flying up into the grandstand area, injuring any of our fine fans that come out on a 4th of July here at the new Paris Speedway. It's good to see each and every one of you out here tonight. A good-looking crowd on hand for our 300-lap spectator Enduro, and fireworks coming up after the Enduro is over, which is only going to be another 299 laps before fireworks will actually go off. Our leader, unofficially right now, is either Tori Lutz in the 17 or Mark Bartley over there in the 88. We're not quite sure. All right, 310 headed for the pits areas. He's trying to slide down off of there. One down, 299 to go as Mighty Mike gives him the green. We're back to racing. Whoa, the 2111 over there on the backstretch. We got some hammer. Oh, and another hard hit over there. Another red flag coming out on the 125 or the 1125, whatever it is over there. Brian Adams, your unofficial leader right now. Oh, we got a piled up in turn 3. 57, Pete Demmerly, or no, that's Stephanie Demmerly. They straighten her around and away she goes. Look out. Brian Adams, our leader, just spun out over there in turn 2. 19 Al Cyrus about to overtake him for that lead. Brian Adams taking the lead back away from the 82. 55's up there. They're doing a pretty good job. '23 Brian Adams being scored. Look out in the backstretch. Oh man. Briley Lancer, the 829 orange car, right there, that little Ford Tempo. He's now the one to your left with the bumper sticking up in the air. There you go. The one with the bumper hanging all over the place. He's got to go to the pits and get that bumper off of there. I'm not quite sure who that was over there that got T-boned by number 19 Al Cyrus. Can't see the name, can't say the number of the car from here. But boy, Al Cyrus may not have anything left of his radiator because it looks like it's leaking in to the infield off of turn 2. We got a number 80 back there headed in the wrong direction in the backstretch as well. That's Joe Miller back there out of Warsaw, Joseph Miller. Number 80 setting in the wrong direction over there. Don't know if he's going to be able to get her restarted. He slammed that wall on the driver's side after this little T-bone action down here in turn 2. We do have 7 laps in though, 293, only 293 to go. Except for Gene. And as soon as he waddles off down there in turn 4, we'll go back to racing. Mighty Mike Powers says the track is clean. We're going back to green. 7 down, 293 to go. We got 9 laps down. Look out in the main straightaway. Number 12. That's Kevin Barney. And the 34. Look out in the infield. We're not doing figure 8 tonight, guys. "11 laps down now for 23, Brian Adams. Actually, we believe 55 is our leader unofficially. This is all unofficial, of course. Carl Muffley, number 55, we believe is out in front. 88 and 23 trying to catch him. Look out, Carl Muffley almost got the 57 over there in turn 2. Carl Muffley, though, 55. Red flag coming out. Oh, we got a situation in the backstretch. Red flag condition again. Hang on, hit the brakes. That's red light means stop. No, don't hit into them. Our PTS, or our track safety truck and crew, our track safety crew, of course, Brent Hoffer and company, they're going to get their exercise tonight. I wish I was out there with them, don't you, Mike? Out there running back and forth. Looks like they're having a great time. Started with 82 cars in this 300 lap Enduro tonight, and with 12 down. Not quite sure how many's left, but I would say we've lost about 20 of them so far with 12 laps in. All right, the track is clean, they say. It's time to go back to green. '55, Carl Muffley in the backstretch, still our leader unofficially. The 23, Brian Adams, is trying to catch him. So is the 88 of Mark Bartley. And Carl Muffley, he's moving right along. Look out in turn 2. They crash right in front of your unofficial leader, Carl Muffley in 55. They're still heading in the right direction. A little obstacle back there in the middle of the backstretch. 23, Brian Adams spreading the lead needle over there. Carl Muffley clicks in lap 15, unofficially our leader. 55, Carl Muffley being scored unofficially at this point as our leader. 23, Brian Adams unofficially running second. And I don't know who's on third. Well, race fans, because of the hot weather that we've been having, car number 48 out there is putting down a little mosquito control for us, trying to keep the mosquitoes from biting here at the New Paris Speedway. That's the 48E of Eddie Sprinkle. Eddie sprinkling the mosquito repellent out here tonight at the New Paris Speedway. It must be Bill Ford. Bill Ford out of Columbia City drives that 48 Mosquito. Look out. Mighty Mike Powers is throwing a red. Oh, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. 55, you need to come back over here to turn 1. 55. Carl Muffley come back to turn 1. Red come out, and of course, you kind of went from turn 1 to turn 2 under red. Are we having fun yet? Awesome. Hey, are you guys awake back there in the backstretch? All right, party on, Garth. Are you guys awake in turn 2? Wake up, turn 2. How about over here in turn 1? Are you guys awake down in turn 1? And the main front stretch. Anybody awake in the front stretch? And no. Who's awake down in turn 4? Not very many people down in turn 4. Mostly down here in the main straightaway, the rumbling wreck right here. We got 18 down, 282 to go is all we got left. As soon as we can get the track clean, we're going back to green. 18 down as Mighty Mike turns them loose. We're back to racing. Unofficially 55, Carl Muffley is our leader. 17, Torrey Lutz. And 23, Brian Adams. Running there unofficially second and third. 55, Carl Muffley, unofficially our leader, clocking in lap 19. '55, Carl Muffley. 23, Brian Adams right behind him. That could be the battle for the lead. Brian Adams on the inside of Carl Muffley, number 55. Brian Adams trying to get around 55, Carl Muffley. That's a possible lead change there. Muffley squirts through there. Adams squirts through there. Muffley got turned around, and Brian Adams unofficially your new leader. Carl Muffley got squirted around over there, got turned around in turn 2. Your new leader unofficially on lap 21 is the 23 of Brian Adams. Now 55, Carl Muffley has to work his way back up. I think 17, Torrey Lutz is actually running second unofficially. Look out, brake check back here in the backstretch. We got something up in the air. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, over there in turn 2, it's 42. '42, Dan Cooper. 42, Dan Cooper turned around over there in the wrong direction in turn 2. Ah, the 008. Daggone it, I wanted to. 008, Don Roush. Tough break for him. I really like that baby blue color he has on that car. Or is that primer gray? I really can't tell from here. Tough break for Don Roush. He's into the infield. He'll have to call this one quits at lap 22. Car number 42 over there in turn 2, Dan Cooper, or Coyer. Dan Coyer, I believe it is. Dan Coyer, of course, in the wrong direction in turn 2. He's just going to stand up there with our officials for now. 22 laps in, 278 more to go as Mighty Mike turns them loose. We got obstacles all over the place. Your leader is unofficially the 23 of Brian Adams. He'll clock in lap 23. Another red flag. We got a guy down here in turn 1. He didn't get restarted. He's sitting there dead to the waters. We got to get him out. He's sitting right down there in turn 1, and yeah, he's a sitting duck. If he can't get it restarted, he's got to get up here in the grandstands. We're not going to go back to green until that car, we know that for sure that car is restarted and he's able to go. Yeah, he says no, it's not going to start. Ran out of gas. Okay, we need our drivers that got out of those cars to hurry up, back up into the grandstand so we can go back to green flag racing. Our race fans are awaiting your arrival to join them. Looks good to the left, looks good to the right. We're back to green flag racing as Mighty Mike gives them the green light. "24 laps down now for 23, Brian Adams. Unofficially our leader. 54, Dave Long, trying to work his way back up front. He's got a long way to go, as he's trying to stay on the same lead lap, not to go a lap down to 23, Brian Adams, your leader, unofficially. Oh, look out. Oh, there goes one around in the backstretch. Look out, we got them piling up left and right. Red flag's coming out. 34 has just been shoved around. 30. Thomas Tice in that 34. Tom Tice in the 34. He's had a hard time. He's been getting beat up pretty heavily over there. Okay, we do have 25 in, only 275 more to go. The track is clean, and Mighty Mike gives him the green. There goes Brian Adams, clocking in lap 26, unofficially our leader. '55 Carl Muffley about a half a lap behind him, running in second unofficially. There goes Dimmerly around the 57 car over in turn 3. '23 Brian Adams, unofficially up front. Dave Long a lap down. Dave Long back on the same lead lap. He's trying to get himself unlapped. He's trying to stay ahead of the 23 of Brian Adams. 007 Davey pointing out there, going down a lap to our leader, 23, Brian Adams, out in front still, unofficially your leader. Be clocking in lap 29 this time by. Brian Adams trying to get around some of the other traffic in front of him. 54 Dave Long unlaps himself now. He's back on the same lead lap if he can stay there. Brian Adams. Oh, number 11. Look out, number 11. Yellow number 11 hit that one unmanned car. He's okay. The unmanned car walks its way down to turn 1. That's Ed Smith in that yellow number 11. He's all right. Clocking number 23, Brian Adams, unofficially our leader. 54 Dave Long still on the same lead lap, but he's the last car on the lead lap. '75 Stephen Woods getting out of his car and calling it a day. No, excuse me, that's '75 Travis Binkley. Or is it? No, that's '75 Stephen Woods. And the '89 up there in turn 2, he's going to have to call it a day. No, '89's taking her to the pits. He must have got a push stop. That was Jordan Hanlon. Now the number 12, Kevin Bartley, number 12, says, I've had enough of this. He's going to climb out of his car and get up here in the grandstand. Tough break for Kevin Bartley at number 12. "33 laps. Hey, how about that? We got 33 in, 267 to go. Track looks clean. Mike gives them the green. They're back to racing. 267 more laps. '23 Brian Adams still unofficially out in front. Our leader, number 23, Brian Adams, got turned around over there in turn 2. I'm not quite sure who's close enough to catch him. I think it's the 82. '82 Mike Klein. '23 Brian Adams still being scored as our unofficial leader at the moment. Brian Adams, number 23, he's moving right along. Number 82's got something dragging under his car. That's Mike Klein dragging something on that number 82 over there in turn 2. He's shooting some sparks. You both can't make it to the exit ramp at the same time. Thought I told you that before. 7. Brian Adams, number 23, still being scored as your unofficial leader. Believe me, that's unofficial at this point. Brian Adams doing a good job of making it around the quarter mile here at the new Paris Speedway tonight. '55 Carl Muffley there. I believe he's about 3/4 of a lap behind your leader, 23 Brian Adams. '55 Carl Muffley has really slowed down. He's about to go a lap down. 23 Brian Adams gets around him as they come out of turn 4. Carl Muffley may go a lap down as we clock in lap 44 this time by. Yep, Carl Muffley, number 55, going a lap down to your leader, 23 Brian Adams, on lap 45. They got 45 down. '23 Brian Adams, your unofficial leader, will bring him across the stripe for lap 50. 50 down, 250 to go. Once your driver crosses the stripe for 50 laps, you need to hold your scorecard up as high as you can so that Angela can collect your score sheets. Some of you will do 50, some of you do 55, some of you do whenever you get there. Just hold your first score sheet up, grab the second one, write the numbers down for your driver on the second sheet. As Brian Adams will come around this next time. Oh, he got up into the wall there. Carl Muffley got his lap back by that mistake. But Brian Adams is trying to get back around Carl Muffley. Muffley's on the same lead lap unless he goes down again. Okay, 55 Carl Muffley trying to stay on the same lead lap as Brian Adams crosses the stripe for lap 53. '23 Brian Adams doing a great job of driving, getting around this stuff tonight. 23, Brian Adams still being logged as your unofficial leader. 55, Carl Muffley got his lap back there on that last couple of laps. Carl Muffley trying to stay out there, stay on the same lead lap. Squeezes between them. The unofficial leader, 23, Brian Adams, will be clocking in lap 58 this time by. We'll give you the unofficial top 5 once we get them. We got something loose down in turn 4. Got a bumper loose in turn 4 there. And we got a bumper down in turn 4, Mikey. Good deal. 60 laps down. We got 60 complete. Only 240 left to go before we do fireworks. Well, the track is clean. We're going back to green with 60 laps down. Race fans, I told you not to be throwing stuff on the track. There goes, somebody just threw a wheel on the track. No, I guess it came off one of them cars down in turn 4. Okay, well, you guys are all right then. Don't forget, race fans, this Saturday night, July the 9th, here at the new Paris Speedway, the Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints will be here for their annual visit. They only come once a year, and they'll be here Saturday for the Hoosier Outlaw Wing Sprints. You want to be here for the wild and wacky wing sprints, the high-flying wing sprints. The Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints will be here Saturday, July the 9th, for their annual visit. Gates open at noon. We go qualifying at 4 in our wing sprints, our street stocks and our mini stocks, plus we'll have the spectator figure 8 race and rumble coming up this Saturday, July the 9th. Gates open at noon. We'll go qualifying at 4, and we'll go racing at 7. The Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints making their annual appearance here at the New Paris Speedway. If you don't make it out Saturday, you won't see them until 2006. Green flag waves. We're back to racing with 61 in of this 300 lap Enduro. Now the red flag coming out. Okay, race fans, here's your top 5 after the first 50 laps. Unofficial top 5 after the first 50 laps. 23, Brian Adams is your unofficial leader. 55, Carl Muffley was running second unofficially. Ron McCreary, number 67 or 6.7, was third. 17, Torrey Lutz was fourth, and the 211 of Raymond Haynes was running fifth at the 50 lap mark as we go back to racing. "66 laps complete for the 23 of Brian Adams. Brian Adams, your unofficial leader. That 6.7 of Ron McCreary is probably running there in second, unofficially, as they complete lap 67. At 6.7, Ron McCreary keeping up with Brian Adams, that little blue 66.7 car. He was running there in third. I believe he's up there to second now as they complete lap 68. That's all unofficial, of course. "23, Brian Adams moving right along on the outside groove. Except for the one. "70 laps down, this time by for Brian Adams, car number 23. He's your unofficial leader. 6.7, Ron McCreary now up to second. Unofficially, though. "74 laps in, unofficially, 6.7. Ron McCreary may be in the lead. He's in front of the 23 of Brian Adams. 6.7, Ron McCreary got in front of Brian Adams. And it could be 6.7, Ron McCreary, your leader on lap 75. And a red flag coming out as Ron McCreary gets sideways. Red flag conditions. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Red flag coming out. We got debris up there in turn 2. It looks like somebody lost a door panel. And number 20, Scott McLaughlin, number 20, having to get out of his car. He's sitting up there in turn 2 for the longest time. All right, track is clean. We're back to racing. 75 laps down, 225 to go. Now Brian Adams in the 23, back in front of 6.7, Ron McCreary. Ron McCreary running second unofficially at this point. That's the battle up front as they go out of turns 1 and 2. 23, Brian Adams, and 6.7, the little blue car of Ron McCreary running there in second, right behind it. I believe they're on the same lead lap as they'll complete lap 77 this time by. Working on lap 82, 23, Brian Adams, unofficially your leader. 6.7, Ron McCreary, unofficially running there in second as they complete lap 82 this time by. Look out, Carl Muffley getting in the side of somebody, and he gets a little tag from Dave Long, and around Carl Muffley went in turn 3. Muffley getting across the track, though. He's going to get back on track. 23, Brian Adams is our leader. Or maybe it's 6.7, Ron McCreary. Here comes Adams up on the outside. Not quite sure if 6.7, Ron McCreary's a lap or 2 down or not. I don't know if he went to pits. He may have. If he did so, he's got some making up to do. Working on lap 85 this time by. We got 85 laps down. Your leader is the 23 of Brian Adams. Unofficially, 23 Brian Adams is our leader. Brian Adams unofficially out in front. Believe the 6.7 of Ron McCreary is running in second. I'm not quite sure how many laps down he would be. Because 55 Carl Muffley went into the pit area. Then he came back out. So they're about equal, I think, as far as laps. So 55 Carl Muffley out there. Oh, 21 getting a nice little knock over there. 57, Pete Dimmerly into the wall again. This 21, he got hammered up into turn one. I believe that's John Ebert. John Ebert setting up here in the wall in turn one, and car number 21. Now he's rolling now. All right, John Ebert, he's able to go. I think he's going to go to the pits, though, the way it looks. Mikey, don't you know you're not supposed to put plastic bags over your head? It says right on the bag, do not place overhead. I do at home. I got an umbrella at home. You want me to go get it real quick? I'll be right back. No, let's finish this first, and then I'll go. We don't need no umbrella. It never rains at New Paris Speedway. Well, what's that race driver doing? Make sure he gets off the exit ramp. The track is clean. We're ready to go green. We got 89 laps in. 90 laps in for 23. Brian Adams, look out over there at turn two. This is where it might get a little challenging. Brian Adams got caught up over there. Look out, hang on. This 34, he doesn't know which way he wants to go. Going to get a little interesting now. I think the track is getting a little slicker. Brian Adams now trying to get going. Carl Muffley's in his way. Carl Muffley's holding him up. Muffley to the pit area. Number 55, Carl Muffley goes to the pits. 6.7, Ron McCreary, now our unofficial new leader. He'll be clocking in lap 92 this next time by. 92 down for number 6.7, Ron McCreary. Going to get interesting now. The track's getting just a little bit damp. 6.7, Ron McCreary, though, clocks in lap 93. He's our unofficial new leader as the 23 of Brian Adams got held up back there in turn two. '23 Brian Adams, about a half a lap behind your leader. 6.7, Ron McCreary, coming out of turn four, will clock in lap 94. And a red flag will come out. Red flag coming out. We got somebody over there in turn two just waving at us. .206 laps to go as we go back to green. 6.7, Ron McCreary, your unofficial new leader. Brian Adams a half a lap behind him, running in second unofficially. The 6.7 of Ron McCreary from Vero Beach, Florida, clocks in lap 95. 6.7, Ron McCreary from Vero Beach, Florida, your unofficial leader with 96 laps in, 204 to go. '23 Brian Adams, about a 3/4 of a lap behind, needs to get caught up as we're closing in on the 100 mark, coming up here in a little bit. '98 laps down now for the 6.7. There he goes, Ron McCreary. 6.7, the little blue car out in front. '23 Brian Adams trying to play catch up. He's still about 3/4 of a lap behind. He's gaining a little bit, but not a whole lot. 99 laps complete. 99 down. Lap 100. 100 laps in. Hold those signs up real high. Hold your score sheets high and continue to write down for lap 101 coming up. 6.7, Ron McCreary, 101 down. Oh, there's a tough hit over there in turn 3. Car number 54 trying to get her refired. '118 James Double to the infield. I think something was getting pretty hot. Well, the track is clean, I guess. We're ready to go back to green with 102 laps in. 6.7. Ron McCreary, your unofficial leader. Okay, your official leader, unofficial leader is '23 Brian Adams, because we're looking at the score sheets. On lap 100, it was '23 Brian Adams as our leader. 6.7, Ron McCreary still a lap or so down. 108 down for number 23, Brian Adams, unofficially. Brian Adams with the flags just a-flying. Unofficially your leader, number 23, Brian Adams. Uncle Brian to Ashley Wood, who sang our national anthem tonight. I know she's down there rooting him on. Ashley did a great job of singing our national anthem. And Jenna Coleman did a great job of singing God Bless America. So, good kickoff to the 4th of July celebration of our independence here at the New Paris Speedway. 111 laps down this time as Brian Adams got the squeeze from 55, Carl Muffley. And the 34 on the outside had no place to go. 55, Carl Muffley saying, I want to stay up front. '23, Brian Adams working on lap 113, unofficially your leader. Holy cow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car pileup over there and turn in the backstretch. Red flag coming out. Hold on down here. 2 or 3 cars kind of piled up over there in the backstretch. All right, here's your top 6. After 100 laps unofficially, 23, Brian Adams is our leader. 17, Torrey Lutz unofficially second. The 88 of Mark Bartley third. 55, Carl Muffley fourth. The 94 of Chad Barrier fifth. And the 6.7 of Don McCreary running sixth unofficially after the first 100 laps. There's a fire over there in the backstretch under the 89 machine. Our guys are running. He's getting out of the car. As Jordan Hanlon. Well, the weenies are done back there in the backstretch. I'm talking about the hot dogs under the hood, not the guys working on the car. Well, the track is clean. Mighty Mike lets him go back to green. Mark Bartley into the back of an unarmed vehicle back there on the backstretch. Tough break for the 88 of Mark Bartley. '23, Brian Adams, unofficially our leader, clocked in lap 121. $125 down, 175 to go. Got our unofficial leader, the 23 of Brian Adams. Brian Adams still out in front unofficially. '17, Torrey Luch to the infield. We've got congestion in turn one. Red flag coming out. running out of real estate down there in turn one. That makes it a little interesting. Got a bumper laying in turn four again. Parts and pieces. .128 laps complete. 23, Brian Adams out in front. Not quite sure how far back Corey Lutz and Mark Bartley are. As 17, Torrey Lutz had gone to the pit area. At 57 of Demerly up against the wall again. 88 up against the wall there in turn two, trying to get going. That's Mark Bartley. Mark Bartley had a hard time over there. Track's getting a little damp. If you didn't bring your road tires, these road warriors on this 300 lap Enduro may have some problems. Red flag coming out. They hit their brakes and scoot a little bit. 132 laps in. Your unofficial leader is a 23 of Brian Adams. 88, Mark Bartley, unable to get his car headed in the right direction. I think the steering's gone on it. So Mark Bartley will get his way back up in the grandstand. We got 132 down, only 168 more to go. Well, somebody turned the darn sprinkler on again. We're trying to keep my lawn nice and green over there, just to the southwest of the track. And so my sprinkler is on. We'll be shutting it off here in a little bit. I'm working on it. I got to send somebody to go turn my sprinkler off. But that's not going to dampen our spirits here at the new Paris Speedway, because even though a little bit of sprinkles come down, we still got 168 to go in this 300 lap Enduro, and then we will have fireworks because they can still shoot them off even if it is a mild sprinkle. But I'm hoping to get it shut off here pretty soon. William Hagendobler. Bill Hagendobler, please report to the track tower. William Hagendobler, please report to the track tower. William Hagendobler to the track tower. We got something I think that you would like to have back. Well, I hope everybody came out for the wet t-shirt contest. All righty. That's what we're doing, the wet t-shirt contest here at the New Paris Speedway on. Oh, hey. It'll quit raining here in a minute. All right, we're back to green, 132 laps in, 168 to go. Round and around and around they go. Where they stop, who cares? '23 Brian Adams. Still our leader with 135 down this time around. We got one blocking the pit exit over there. Red flag's going to come out for that little car sitting over there at the pit exit, kind of blocking the way out. And now he's able to back it up out of harm's way. He's trying to get through the pit area. Okay, I've had enough rain. Now stop. I'm going to call Mother Nature. We're back to green flag racing. We're back to green flag racing. I've had enough of this rain. That's enough. I got to call Mother Nature and tell her that's enough of this rain. We've had enough wet. We just wanted to dampen the dust down a little bit, and that's enough. 23, Brian Adams, unofficially our leader, working on lap 137. Hope they brought their Road Warrior tires tonight. .137. 140 laps down this time for the 23 of Brian Adams. He's unofficially our leader. 55 Carl Muffley went into the pit area there on lap 140. Round and around and around they go. Around he goes. .7, Don McCreary doing a pretty good job out there. I'm not quite sure where he's at. Number 23, Brian Adams, still being scored unofficially as our leader as he works on lap 144. 144 down this next time by. Caleb Woods in the Snowman, number 87, out there still running. And 87, Caleb Woods tried to hold on. Our assistant flagman here at the new Paris Speedway, Caleb Woods. Look over there in the backstretch. 1, 2, 3 cars get together. Caleb Woods, the Snowman, got caught up. They're slowing way up over in turn 3. I'm not quite sure. 82 headed for the pits. Mike Klein, he said he's had enough. .7, Ron McCreary still running pretty good. So is Dave Long. So is, there goes your leader, Brian Adams in the 23. Carl Muffley in the 55. Doug Fox in the 44, a former flagman here at the New Paris Speedway. Okay. Next time by, halfway mark comes out. 150 down, 150 to go for 23 Brian Adams, unofficially your leader. As he's getting pinched down low. $150 to go. Oh, there goes Caleb Woods around down there, number 87, the Snowman, Frosty. Frosty the Snowman. Go, Caleb, go. Attaboy. Attaboy, Caleb. Go, Caleb, go. James Wolf in the number 76. That yellow number 76 at James Wolf dragging a bumper there right in front of his tires, and they're trying to give him the black flag to get him off the track. Let him know he's dragging a bumper. We'd like for him to exit to the pit area as quickly as possible. Exit stage right. Number 76, James Wolf. Look out. Look out, 6.7 Dan McCreary. He did a good job of hanging on. He bounced off the wall in turn one, and away he went. Red flag coming out. Red flag comes out for the 67 now. Looks like he might be heading for the pit area. I'm not quite sure. '67. '76 James Wolf, the guy in the yellow car, he decides we're going to put him in the pit area. He's dragging a bumper. That could be dangerous if it come off and went flying. Well, 6.7, Dan McCreary decided to go to the pit area. Dan McCreary goes to the pits, way back under green. There goes Caleb Woods around again, number 87. .165 laps in. Unofficially, 23, Brian Adams still out in front. Red flag coming out. ...166 laps complete for 23, Brian Adams unofficially. We're trying to get the top 5 after 150 to give to you. ...23, Brian Adams still out in front after 150 laps. It was 23, Brian Adams unofficially your leader. 17, Torrey Lutz unofficially second. 6.7, Dan McCreary unofficially was running in third after 150. 55, Carl Muffley fourth. Quite not sure where the 54 goes. He should be up there too. ...170 laps in. Number 82 is having a tough time coming through the main straightaway. Number 82, Mike Klein. Looks like his car's doing a little dog tracking. .7, Dan McCreary off and running, trying to catch up. I think the rain's letting up a little bit. Almost done raining now. Cars are picking up speed, 173 laps in. Don't forget, race fans, I see some of you packing it up, heading home. Saturday night, this Saturday, July the 9th, the Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints will be here at the new Paris Speedway. They'll be making their annual visit once this year. They'll be here, and it'll be this Saturday, July the 9th. The Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints. The high-flying winged warriors will be here, along with our street stocks, our mini stocks, and our spectator figure eighters. You want to make plans to be out here next Saturday, July the 9th. Gates will open at noon. We'll go qualifying at 4 and racing at 7 o'clock sharp. Number 44, Doug Fox, now running in 5th unofficially. Dancing Doug Fox, unofficially running in 5th after 150 laps. He's moving up. 180 laps down, 120 to go for number 23, Brian Adam. We need you kids along the main straightaway wall to back up away from that wall. We need those kids back away from the wall. All kids back away from the wall, please. Thank you. '55 Carl Muffley, something hot coming out of the back of his machine. He's smoking pretty heavily. Looks like he might have a tire rub. Right rear on 55 Carl Muffley rubbing pretty heavily. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go on that right rear. It is really smoking. Smoking. '55 Carl Muffley headed for the pit area on lap 185. We'll have 185 down for your leader, 23 Brian Adams, unofficial leader. 44 Doug Fox hanging tough. He's still moving right along. So is the 6.7. Look out, 82. I knew sooner or later you would do that, but hang on, buddy. Mike Klein, number 82, he just got a little loose again in the main straightaway, and around he goes. Mike Klein out of Mishawaka. Complete 360 almost, and continues on his way. Number 82. .190 laps in for 23 Brian Adams. 110 more to go, that's all. Not much trunk space left in the 82 Mike Klein car. There goes Mike Klein. Car's got a bad dog tracking situation to it. 55 Carl Muffley. Tire rubbing really hard on that. He's about down to the wheel on that number 55 machine. .7 Dan McCreary from Vero Beach, Florida. Still out there hanging tough in that front wheel drive machine. I think that might be four-wheel drive. That's 6.7. Well, not smoking too bad now. 55 Carl Muffley. 194 laps complete for the 23 of Brian Adams. Oh, we got action in the backstretch. Ooh, and 54 Dave Long into the back of one over there. 54 Dave Long. He really hit somebody in the rear back over there, and we got a number 3 setting in the wrong direction. Dave Long's headed for the pits. If he can make his way back to the exit ramp. $198 down for 23, Brian Adams. Tough break for Dave Long. He was doing so well. I believe this is the first time he's gone to the pits that I remember. $200 laps down for the 23 of Brian Adams. 200 down. And 82, Mike Klein around again. This time he's into the infield. He's had a dog tracking problem all night long. But he has really gave it everything he's had. Number 82, Mike Klein from Mishawaka. If he can get her back on the track, I think he's done. Oh, 44, Doug Fox, hang on, you got a little loose there. 210 down, 90 to go. Only 90 more to go. Red flags coming out. Red flag come out for Mike Klein, number 82, sitting inside the machine, unable to go any further. He'll be bringing it up here to the grandstand. Nice try, though. Good effort. Dan McCreary, number 6.7, into the pit area again. We've got 90 laps left. Working on lap 211. Your leader is still the 23 of Brian Adams as he comes around here to clock in lap 211. Oh, look out, turn 4. Carl Muffley going around and around and around there. Here comes Caleb Woods as he loops it around again. Frosty the Snowman is melting fast. And around he goes again on the backstretch. Caleb Woods. Look out, 68. Chris Harmon about got him. 44, Doug Fox. We got a battle of the flagmans out there now. Battle of the flagmans. Doug Fox in the 44 and 87, Caleb Woods. Kind of a grudge match here between the flaggers. Doug Fox says, see ya. I'll give you the yellow and blue move over lap flag. 23, Brian Adams is your leader. Unofficial. All this is unofficial, of course. As we clock in lap 215 this time by. $85 laps to go in our 300 lap Enduro. Kind of a wet one. 80 laps to go this time by. Frosty the Snowman is melting every lap. There goes Dancing Doug Fox doing a little foxtrot right down through turn 1. Number 44. There's the 6.7. He's back out. Dan McCreary back out on lap 221. .75 laps to go this time by for the 23 of Brian Adams out in front unofficially with 225 laps in. .70 laps to go this next time by for your unofficial leader, number 23, Brian Adams. 17, Tory Lutz unofficially running second. How many race fans want to see him to go the full 300 laps? How many of you want to see him just to go 250 so we can do fireworks? How many want to go 250? How many want to go 300? Well, we got about 64 more laps to go then. Hang in there as number 23, Brian Adams, stays out in front. "58 laps left in tonight's 300-lap Enduro, also known as the new Paris Speedway Grand Prix, sort of like the Le Mans Grand Prix, where they race in the rain and in the dark. As they continue to slip slide away for another 57 laps. Anything can happen in the next 55 laps, so they're still going for another 55 as we clock in lap 245 this next time by for your unofficial leader, the 23 of Brian Adams. 245 down, 55 to go. '17 Tory Lutz unofficially second at the present time. 44 Doug Fox up there helping Brian Adams along back there on the backstretch. 55 Carl Muffley still out there running. 911. 66. I believe that's one of the Harmons. 6.7, Dan McCreary still out there. 68, Chris Harmon still running. Slowly they turn, inch by inch, tick by tick. 51 laps to go. Brian Adams still hanging tough up front. 55 Carl Muffley, 44 Doug Fox, 17 Torrey Lutz, and the 6.7 Dan McCreary, 68 Chris Harmon, 87 Caleb Woods. 250 laps down and 50 more laps to go in our 300 lap Enduro. 50 laps left till we have fireworks here at the new Paris Speedway. 50 laps till the fireworks. Oh, and there goes Torrey Lutz around in turn 2, complete 360. He's going to try to get her back around. Torrey Lutz driving that number 17 just like he does one of the Napa EPD. "45 laps to go, 255 down, 45 more laps till we have fireworks here at the new Paris Speedway." I'll get right on that, Mike. "10 more miles to go. Only 10 more miles to go. That's 40 quarter laps. I don't know if the 7J is going to go another 10 miles. He came back out after being down a few laps. That's Keith Baker out of Cromwell, Indiana. And he's having a hard time. I think that front left tire might be giving him a little bit of problem there. 7J, Keith Baker. Tough break. .38 laps to go. 38 more to go for number 23, Brian Adams, still unofficially up front. I think you can put your umbrellas away. I think the rain has stopped, knock on wood. Oh, hang on back there. Can't really. .35 more laps and counting. Till we have fireworks. Only 35 more laps till fireworks. And only 5 more days till we have the Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints here at the new Paris Speedway. That's right. This Saturday, July the 9th, the Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints will be out here. The Winged Warriors, the high-flying Winged Warriors, the Super Sprints will be here this Saturday. Gates open at noon, qualifying at 4, racing at 7 o'clock sharp. They'll be here for the only time this year, so you don't want to miss them. That's this Saturday, July the 9th, the Hoosier Outlaw Super Sprints. Well, with 270 laps down and 30 to go, 30 more laps to go till fireworks. Matter of fact, race fans, after 250, the top 3 is 23, Brian Adams, 17, Torrey Lutz running second, and 55, Carl Muffley. There was scored third. Still waiting for some other sheets to come floating up here. there goes one around. And he's still around. Down in turn 1. He got her back around. $275 laps down, 25 to go in tonight's 300 lap Enduro. How many race fans would like to see him go another 100 laps, making a 400 lapper? Yeah, but I got a feeling we can't do that because the drivers would be upset, plus they'd be out of gas. So they're only going to go another 24 laps as soon as Brian Adams crosses the stripe. We're only going to go 24 more because we've got fireworks coming up, and they're just waiting over there in turn 4. St. Evans Fireworks Company wants to get these fireworks shot off tonight. Well, race fans, our next Enduro will be on September the 17th. Our next 200 lap Enduro. Our next Enduro is on September the 17th, so mark that down. If you've enjoyed tonight's Enduro so far, with 22 laps down coming up, 22 laps to go after this next time by the 23 of Brian Adams. 278 down, 22 to go. Our next Enduro will be on September the 17th. Mark that down on your calendar. $20 more laps to go till our fireworks here at the new Paris Speedway. And of course, 23, Brian Adams, still unofficially our leader. 17, Torrey Lutz running in second. And 55, Carl Muffley there in third. Out of the 82 cars that started tonight's 300 lap Enduro, only 16 remain on the track at this time with 19 laps to go. Out of 82, only 16 surviving right now on the track. Our infield junkyard, though, that we got here at the new Paris Speedway, doing a pretty good job. I think we got more cars in the infield than we got on the track at the present time. 290 laps down, 10 more to go till we have fireworks here at the New Paris Speedway. Nine more to go for number 23, Brian Adams, as the track is getting a little drier now. They're getting a little bit faster, trying to pick up the speed. Eight more to go this time by. Oh, and there goes Caleb Woods around again. '68 Chris Harmon with a flat tire off. '68 Dustin Blair. We got 295 laps coming up. 5 more to go for 23 Brian Adams. Four laps left. 4 laps to go before we have fireworks. 23 Brian Adams with a commanding lead. 17 Tory Lutz was running there in second. 55 Carl Muffley was being scored third, but that's all unofficial. All unofficial, race fans. The official results will be posted later on this week on our website at newparisspeedway.com. All right. 7J doing a burnout. Keith Baker. He's ready for the fireworks. 2 more laps to go for the 23 of Brian Adams. The wet white flag will fly for number 23, Brian Adams. He's got 1 more to go. The wet white flag. Oh, my. Checkered flag flies for 23, Brian Adams. Unofficial winner, number 23, Brian Adams. Unofficially 15, Tory Lutz, or 17, Tory Lutz finishing second unofficial. As he crosses the stripe, he'll finish second unofficially. Oh, and he hits the back end of the purple Camaro that stopped after the race. Oh, tough break for Tory Lutz. And 55, Carl Muffley, unofficially finishing third. Well, out of the 82 cars that started this 300-lap Enduro, only 14 cars finished. But your unofficial winner is a 23, Brian Adams. The official results of tonight's 300-lap Enduro will be posted on our website at newparisspeedway.com in a few days, so you want to check the website for the official finish. Wednesday or Thursday of this week, they should be posted on the web. Now, race fans, I don't know where everybody's going out on the infield. It's going to get dark here in a minute, you guys. It's going to get dark here in a minute. So for all you guys that are mauling out there to the infield, you might want to get back in the grandstand because of the fact that it's going to get dark there in the infield in a minute.